Good day, BSE 2 Math. So, for our today's discussion, I will discuss the first lesson for our BSEM 26 elementary statistics and probability. So now we will talk about the nature and introduction of statistics. So, may encounter natin ang different terminologies. We will define it one by one. And also, these terminologies are very helpful all throughout this course. So, let's start. First, what is statistics? So, we have a lot of definition about statistics in here, but I think they are just the same. Like, may iisa lamang naman silang idea. So, let's define it. First, the science of conducting studies to collect, organize, summarize, analyze, and draw conclusions from data. So, kay statistics, we are gathering data. After gathering or collecting the data, we are organizing it. And how will we summarize the data? So, we will use a lot of formulas, and we will encounter that in our next lessons. Next, it is used to analyze the results of surveys, and as a tool in scientific research to make decisions based on controlled experiment. So, the Cavite State University ay inline sa paggawa ng research, and all of the programs in our university ay gumagawa ng research. So this statistics is very helpful for you to conclude on decisions by hypothesis testing. So next, other uses of statistics include operations research, quality control, estimation, and prediction. So gaya na nga ng sabi ko kanina, we can predict or estimate the conclusion of something with the use of testing that we can encounter in here in statistics. So, statistics is used in almost all fields of human endeavor. So, in sports, for example, a statistician may keep records of the number of yards running back gains during a football game, or the number of hits of a baseball player that gets in a season. So, in other areas naman, such as public health, an administrator might be concerned with the number of residents who contract a new strain of virus. So, ganon, we are using statistics in this kind of application. In education, a researcher might want to know if new methods of teaching are better than old ones. So these are only few examples of how statistics can be used in various occupations. Now, why do we need to study statistics? First, for research purposes. So, again, kagaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, you will conduct research in the near future on your B BSE third year, okay? That is first semester. The course title is BSEM 35. That is problem solving, mathematical investigation, and modeling. So, doon gagawa kayo ng research. And second one, intelligent decisions. So, when we say intelligent decisions, kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, using statistics, makakagawa ka ng smart decisions. Bakit po? Kasi you are guided with the results of the experiments or surveys na ginawa mo. So, meron kang pagbabasihan or reference na gagamitin to justify the result of your studies. Next, future use as a teacher. Bakit po? Yeah, as a mathematics teacher, syempre, there's a big probability or big possibility that you will teach statistics in the near future to your students. So 3 to 4 years from now, isa na rin kayo sa mga nagtuturo ng statistics. And I know this one will be easy for you. So now let's move on to the definition of statistical terms. First, we have the variable. So a variable is a characteristic or attribute that can assume different values. So, ginagamit natin si variable in different fields of mathematics. So, we are assuming values using variables like x, y, and some other letters. Next, we have data. So, data are the values, especially for measurements or observations, that the variables can assume. So, ano yung ina-assume ni variable dito kay statistic? That is the data. And random variables, these are the variables whose values are determined by chance. So, for example, an insurance company studies its record over the past several years and determines that on average, 3 out of 100 products of their company, or let's say for example, yung product ng kanilang company ay car or motorcycle, that 3 out of 100 motorcycle that they are producing caused accidents during a 1 year period. So ganon. Although there is no way to predict the specific motorcycle na ginawa nila that will be involved in an accident. So there's a big chance, okay? So there's a big chance na tatlo dun sa 100 ginawa nila ay possible na ma-involve sa accident. Okay? So next, a collection of data values forms a data set. So tinatawag na data set naman ang collection ng data values. And then each value in the data set is called data value or datum. Right? So data can be used in different ways, and the body of knowledge called statistics is sometimes divided in two main areas. We will talk about the two main areas of statistics. First, we have the descriptive statistics. When we say descriptive statistics, it consists of the collection, organization, summarization, and presentation of data. So, in descriptive statistics, the statistician tries to describe a situation. So, later, we will elaborate this one more. So next, we have the inferential statistics. So it is consists of generalizing from samples to populations, performing estimations and hypothesis tests. So determining relationships among variables and making predictions. Here, the statistician tries to make inferences from samples to populations. Inferential statistics uses probability. So when we say probability, it is the chance of an event occurring. So let's say for example, you may be familiar with the concepts of probabilities in terms of gambling sa pagsusugal. So if you play cards, dice, bingo, or lotteries sa lotto, you win or lose according to the laws of probability. Probability theory is also used in the insurance industry and other areas. So it is important to distinguish between a sample and a population. So paano gumagana si probability? So let's say for example, sa dice. So what is the probability of getting 1? Ilan ba yung possible na lumabas dun sa dice, 'di ba? Meron tayong 6 ton, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's a possibility to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so and so on and so forth. So we will discuss that on our next lesson on how we will get probability. So now let's elaborate the descriptive statistics. So descriptive statistics, it is considered as the first part of statistical analysis, which deals with the collection and presentation of data. Scientifically, descriptive statistics can be defined as brief explanatory coefficients that are used by statisticians to summarize a given data set. Generally, data set either represent a sample of a population or the entire populations. So with the use of descriptive statistics, we can summarize gathered data. It is very easy for this one kasi most likely we are familiar with it na. So descriptive statistics can be categorized into two measurements. So first we have the measure of central tendency and measure probability. Ano nga ba itong dalawang ito? So for you to easily understand and analyze data, both measures of central tendency and variability uses tables, general discussions, and so ano nga ba si measures of central tendency? When we say measures of central tendency, it is specifically help the statisticians to estimate the center of values distribution. These measures of tendency are mean, median, and mode. So, I know that you are already familiar with this one. Kapag sinabi nating mean, this is your conventional method to use in describing central tendency. Usually, you are computing the average of values. You will add all the values and then divide them with the number of values available. So, let's say, for example, what is your average? Yung grade average mo. I know na nung kayo elementary or high school, you are adding all your grade from English, Math, Filipino, Science, and everything. I-add nyo siya. And then, pipilangin nyo yung bilang kung ilang subjects meron kayo and then you will divide it. And that is your average. So, it is the same with mean. Next, we have median. This is the score at the middle of a set of values. So, a simple way to calculate a median is to arrange the score in numerical orders, pwedeng ascending, pwedeng descending, and then you will locate the score which is at the center of the arranged sample. So, let's say, for example, you have a data set. And then you will arrange it in ascending order. Hahanapin mo yung gitna. Let's say for example, meron kang 7 na data. Pag inayos mo yon, kung ano yung nasa middle, that is your median. Okay, median, middle. Next, we have mode. So C mode, this is the frequently occurring value in a given set of scores. So let's say for example, sa isang data set mo, si 5 tatlong beses siyang umulit. That is what we call mode. Kung ano yung umuulit sa isang data set. So meron pa tayong mga types of mode, but we will discuss it on our next lesson. Next, measures of variability. So the measure of variability helps statisticians to analyze the distribution spread out of a given set of data. Some of the examples of measures of variability includes quartiles. When you say quartiles, dito po parang hinahati siya into four. Range, si range, highest score minus the lowest score, variance, and standard deviation. So we have formulas for this measures of variability and we will talk about that sa ating upcoming lessons. Don't you worry. Now let's have the second type of statistic, which is inferential statistics. So see, inferential statistics, these are the techniques that enable statisticians to use the gathered information from a sample to make inferences, decisions, or predictions about a given population. So inferential statistics often talks in probability terms by using descriptive statistics. These techniques are majorly used by statisticians to analyze data, make estimates, and draw conclusions from the limited information which is obtained by sampling and testing how reliable the estimates are. So sabi ko kanina, we will test hypothesis kasi kapag we are testing hypothesis, we are making a smart guess. We are guessing. When we are guessing, we are drawing conclusion and we are predicting what will be the result of something. So the different types of calculations of inferential statistics include regression analysis, si ANOVA, sorry, si ANOVA, analysis of variance, and then analysis of covariance, ANCOVA, statistical significance, nandito si t-test, and also, kung aabutin tayo, I will also give you the z-test and correlation analysis. So all in all, these are the definition of terms in statistics. And all of this ay may encounter natin on our next classes. So I will be posting a short quiz. That will be your quiz for this one. And the submission date is up until Thursday, Thursday evening. Okay? So, probably tomorrow for our class, hopefully hindi magloko ang aming internet connection. Uh, kung hindi siya magloloko, we will have our synchronous class. But if not, I will also make a video lecture like this one. And then if it will be stable on Thursday, siguro magkaroon tayo ng synchronous class, especially for modern geometry. Okay, so thank you very much. And if you have questions, you can send it on your class president, and then si Miss Demesa na lang yung magsasubmit sa akin. Again, quiz number 1 will be posted shortly. And also, I will post ay hindi, na-post ko na pala ito last time. Okay, so thank you very much, BSE Tumat. Have a good day.